Fun fact, my friends, it's another Mary Drives! Now, a year ago, can you believe it? A year ago I started working at TFL, and they gave me the 2024 Nissan Leaf, and now it is a legit time for an upgrade because this is still the Leaf, it's the 2026, it's got this cool sea breeze, blue, green, robin's egg, Aurora Borealis. Ooh, Aurora. I think her name should be Aurora. It's very feminine. Look at this. She's got those sharp cat eye eyeliner going on. Pretty nice. Anyway, welcome to Mary Drives. Me and Aurora are gonna hit the road. Let's go. Now this is luxury. When you have white leather, come on, get out of town. Nothing says luxury like white leather. Here we go. Ooh, that was very like Little Mermaid. Here we go. Up and away, am I right? So obviously this week's Mary Drive is a little bit different for two reasons. One, this is an EV and I've never done an EV in a Mary Drives before. So that's kind of fun. And because of that, the number two reason it's different is because there will be a bonus category, which is range. And if the range passes the test, yippee-ki-yay, congratulations. But this may be the first time ever that I actually have like some established ethos in a review because I've been a Leaf owner for like a year now. So I actually do have a lot of like previous experience with this car, or at least the previous generation of this car. So that's fun. I left my sunglasses at the ranch a couple days ago and my life has been terrible since then. So you guys know the usual gambit with Mary Drives criteria: noise, comfort, steering, practicality, safety, and vibes. And bonus category, range for the Nissan Leaf. But before we do that, I do kind of want to take you on a little journey, a promenade through the history of the Nissan Leaf, because in EV time, this thing is kind of a badass. They announced the Leaf in 2009. The first Leaf to hit the road happened in December of 2010. It is now 2025. It has lasted a long time. It was the first electric vehicle available to the masses, and let me tell you something, it popped off. So the first Leaf that debuted in December of 2010 only had 124 miles of range on a full charge, but despite that, it still won a ton of awards. In European Car of the Year, it won World Car of the Year, and the Japan Car of the Year in both 2011 and 2012. Part of that is just novelty. It's like, woohoo, go you! You made a fully electric car that's available to everyone, and they made it affordable, and it really made a lot of sense just for a commuter car. 124 miles is still a lot of miles. But that really was just kind of the start for the Leaf, because year after year, they just kept going, dude. In 2012, they upped the range and the power, so it then had 142 miles of range. In 2014, the sales broke an all-time record, and over 100,000 people had bought a Leaf. In 2015, they improved the battery even more, and then the total range on a full charge bumped up to 175 miles, and they also included quicker charging. Before the Leaf had even turned 5, 200,000 leaves had been... Leaves? Would it be leaves? Leafs. 200,000 Leaves had been sold before the 5th birthday of the Nissan Leaf. In 2017 was the introduction of the e-pedal, the one-pedal drive, which is super fun, battery improvements, and also extended range. Then by 2019, over 400,000 units had been sold, and the Leaf just kind of continued blowing up in a good way. No bad explosions were happening in the Leaf, thank goodness. Then, of course, TFL bought a Leaf in 2024, and then my blonde ass walked in, they were like, give that to her. So you gotta give credit where credit is due when it comes to the Leaf, because it was really an innovation in technology. It just set the stage, and it's really cool to see how it's evolved. So now here we are, 2025, this is the 2026 model, and let me tell you guys, it is a hop, skip, and a jump from the base model Leaf that I have been driving all year. There's a lot to talk about, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna yap about it. Just you and me. And as always, you can click out of this video at any time, but I hope you stay with me. Let's go. All right, my friends and foes. The first category is noise, per usual. I do realize that noise in an EV is a little bit of a moot point, because EVs are so freaking quiet. So it's a little bit of a moot point because obviously it's not very loud. It's not a loud vehicle. The actual road noise, I mean, the cabin's quiet, you guys. It's like eerily quiet almost. Actually, fun fact, did you know that they actually created a standard like decibel level for EVs going under 12 miles per hour because it was like a pedestrian hazard. So the PSEA of 2010, coincidentally, the same year the Leaf came out, which stands for the Pedestrian Safety Enhancement Act. So yeah, that act made it so that like EVs couldn't like sneak up on you. No tiptoeing around. I think it's really interesting that like your car has to make sound if it's going under 12 miles per hour for the safety of pedestrians. I don't know. I think that's interesting. But anyway, back to the Leaf. It's lovely. It's a lovely ride. It's quiet. You don't hear a lot. The tires aren't off-road tires, so it's like it's gonna be kind of a smooth ride anyway. So yeah, the noise is, I'd give the noise like a 9. And the Leaf, at least the Leaf that I drive regularly, does have a very like recognizable sound. It's a kind of an apocalyptic whir. This one is quieter though. So yeah, the cabin is incredibly quiet. The road noise is not bad at all. It's incredibly comfortable, all things considered. And speaking of comfort, that is our next section. Good morning. I was expecting slightly more comfortable seats. The leather's lovely. It looks sleek, like a dolphin. Is dolphin leather a thing? God, I hope not. But no, it's nice. The seats are perforated, they're heated, ventilated, and the white leather, it just looks so nice. They're pretty firm. They do have a bolster. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, they're bolstered a little, so you're kind of locked in here. But I don't know, the seats kind of feel like the lobby chairs in a fancy hotel, like seats that you're not meant to sit in for very long because you're like waiting on something. From a butt perspective, they're fine. Back perspective, you got lumbar support, you got power adjustments. Oh, here we go. You know I love doing this. Not for that reason. Yep, here we go. Wow, it really goes all the way back. So yeah, you can corpse it up in here. All right, let's check out that back seat. Weird door handle, number 1. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff back here. Well, at my driving position, pretty ample legroom. I mean, not like yards and yards of room here, but room. However, if you're anyone taller, I'm 5'7", like that seat, dismal. The back seat, as far as comfort goes, is kind of an extension of the front seat. So, you know, there's not a ton of room. There is this little guy. Cup holders! Not the best back seat I've ever been in. A couple of USB ports, heated seats, and some vents and some cool textured stuff back here. So, standard, not the most comfortable thing I've ever been in. In terms of the comfort on the road, it's not exactly a cloud, but it's in the cloud family. Whipped cream, perhaps. Isn't it weird that we don't actually know what clouds feel like? Clouds probably aren't that soft, but I digress. On the road, the comfort is stellar. It soaks up the bumps okay. It is not aggressive. Oh my good. Oh yes, good. Oh, that feels like a personal attack on me. It's literally the only place in the car where the sun is shining. By the way, naming this car was kind of a challenge because it's a press loan, so we don't get to keep it. I was trying not to get attached. But I named her Aurora, not after the Aurora Oldsmobile. I do know that there is a car called the Aurora, but I named this one Aurora because I think the color kind of reminds me of Aurora Borealis, the shimmering lights in the sky, just like a shimmering leaf on the road. Anyway, back to comfort. The ride quality is really, really nice. I mean, I'm so used to reviewing like old hoopties that like a new car is a little startling. So I'm gonna go ahead and give comfort like a 7. It's a passing grade, but it's not flying colors. Next section is that steering wheel. You know how it is. Like I said, it's a new car. It's a brand new car. So I don't have a ton to complain about when it comes to the actual responsiveness of the steering wheel. The steering wheel itself is smooth like butter. It's smoother than a baby's butt. My favorite part of the steering wheel is this. So there's this little lever down here, and you just pull her down. Bada bing, bada boom. And then the steering wheel can go up, down, and out and in. In creative words, the steering wheel can dance. She's a dancer. She has versatility and flexibility. But like I said, brand new car. So the steering is very, very smooth, similar to the actual feel of the steering wheel. And the steering wheel itself also has a lot of safety feature buttons, and we'll get into more of the safety features a little bit later. But this does have lane keep assist and lane departure prevention. So let's go Aurora. Good job, honey bunches. Honey bunches of oats. That's my favorite cereal, by the way. You get a little bit of the sweet, a little bit of the crunch. As always, the next section is Practicality. And since Jen is missing, which makes me unfathomably upset, Tommy's here instead. Through this section, I'm just gonna kind of take you through the nuts and bolts of the car, and we're going to assess whether or not we think it's practical. All right, starting with something I loathe. These door handles, Tommy.
What do they do?
They retract, dude. Hold on, I have to get kind of far away, I think.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, they are in.
Similar to the old key, as soon as you get close to it, it's like excited to see you. And I wish I hadn't said that. Once you get closer to the car is like, oh my God, hi, I'm so glad that you're here.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay. It could be worse.
Could be worse. I mean, these are just known to fail.
They've put the door handle up here.
Oh yeah.
In this black portion. And the reason they do that is to make it look like a coupe.
A coupe.
So do we like that?
If I hadn't worked at TFL, Tommy, for the year that I have, do you know how long that would have taken me to find that handle? It would have been...
One thing I do like about this car, from a practicality standpoint,
Yeah.
is it's kind of giving off crossover vibes.
It is!
It's kind of a little bit tall and chunky.
But it looks like a Skittle. It's mini-sized. I think it looks like it's wearing some really fierce cat-eyed eyeliner.
I like this. You know how cars put the name on the back?
Yeah.
The Leaf puts it on the front.
Yeah. You know that's a Leaf.
The best part is the color.
Sea foam breeze is what this is called. Additionally, it could be a robin's egg, a peacock, various species of tropical fish, Aurora borealis. But that is why her name is Aurora, for Aurora borealis lights. Nissan is a Japanese word. Ni in Japanese means 2. 1, 2. San in Japanese means 3. 1, 2, 3. So the taillights spell Nissan.
I think this one makes more sense because don't you read from right to left?
Well,
Because it would be 2, 3.
Anyway.
Well, practicality, Mary, show us the trunk. By the way, look at this.
spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah, the trunk. Auto lift, pretty nice. It's actually a decent amount of room back here.
We gotta do the camping test. Camping test might be a pass. It's flat. There's no like lump or hump. 6 feet tall. Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
What happened? All right, do I fit?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Do you sleep with your legs completely extended? Fetal position. Here you go.
Oh yeah. So this is really annoying. No rear wiper.
I hate that too, dude.
Did you open the front yet?
I have not opened the front yet.
Let's see what's in the front.
I would assume it's a frunk, right?
Let's see if it's got anything going on.
Oh,
no front trunk.
No front trunk.
It's got a 12-volt battery. So we need to talk about the charging situation because at first it seems like Nissan is way ahead of the curve because there are 2 ports. Look, it's got ears.
It's a Dumbo situation.
And there's some weird things. On the right side is only for DC fast charging. So this is only if you're out at a Tesla supercharger. But then on the driver's side, you can't DC charge it at all. You can only AC charge it at home. If you want to charge this car at home, you have to use this side.
How do you know I don't have a Tesla supercharger at home?
I guarantee you don't, man.
All right, Tommy, jump in with me. Why don't you? And the front probably would be good. Welcome to the luxurious interior of the Nissan Leaf. It's classy. This kind of feels like the carpet that gives you really bad rug burn, but it looks really good. The two-tone's nice. It kind of looks like a little French dip. Do you know what that is?
No, what is that?
It's like when your nails are done and the top is like white and the bottom is plain. This is like an inverse French dip.
Girlfriend, I love that. The speakers in the headrest?
This is something I personally loathe. I don't think a shifter should be buttons, but you know, such is the direction of technology these days. One really cool thing, Tommy, is this roof. Watch this. You checking that out? Did you see the little leaf right there?
Whoa! The electrochromatic roof, Mary!
Yeah. Oh, something I don't think that's very practical, Tommy, is the visibility in here. The pillars are too big. The back window's too small.
I think you're right, and especially like the blind spot back there.
Yep.
It's a pretty big blind spot.
One. I prefer real buttons. Haptic is fun, it's just not my favorite.
What about the volume knob?
Volume knob is there, which I appreciate. It's also right here on the steering wheel, which these look haptic, but they're actually buttons.
Oh, demo mode, did you see this?
Oh, there's a concept movie.
Oh. It's like watching an advertisement for a car you've already bought.
That's the best movie I've ever seen.
What about this? Look at this, Mary. Oh. That's pretty snazzy.
I actually think that would kind of fall more under the umbrella of safety, which is also a segment I'm just gonna stitch in right now.
So we're talking safety. Okay, so let's do our crash test. Ready? And...
I mean, since it is a modern car, it has all of the modern safety features. Blind spot monitors, it has a ProPilot system.
Do you think this car is slow?
Yes, I'd say that if I had to like knock it down a point in terms of safety, it would be for its acceleration.
The car is in the eco setting. Let's see how it accelerates in the eco mode. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, not much going on. Let's stick it into the sport setting. It's pretty much the same.
It's the exact same. It's fine. It's still safe.
You know what it accelerates like? A gas car. You don't really get that instant EV torque. I agree with you. It's not particularly quick, but that's safe. There is something I don't like about this though. Because it looks like a little SUV. And because it looks like a little SUV, you kind of expect it to have all-wheel drive. But it only comes with front-wheel drive. If you live like in Colorado where we're at, it would be tough to have this be your only car.
That does suck.
That does suck a little bit.
It's not the best choice they could have gone with. I have a rant. So the e-pedal is a very, very popular thing.
And in your car they call it e-pedal, but this is e-step.
E-step. In a lot of EVs, not just the 2024 Leaf, you can completely take your foot off the accelerator, and when you do that, eventually the car slows to a full stop. And you don't have to have your foot on the brake or the accelerator, the car is just still.
No creep. It's a true one pedal, like you never even look at the brake pedal.
You can, yeah, the brake is still available to you, but you don't have to regularly use it. In this car, that's not, like you do have to use the brake anytime that you want to come to a full stop, which is weird. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it kind of is if that's what you're really used to.
That's a miss, I'll give you that.
It's a miss.
The thing I do like about driving this compared to the old Nissan Leaf is, to put it in the nicest terms, the old Nissan Leaf felt a little bit tinny. Like the doors feel a little hollow.
Interesting, so you just think this one has like more substance?
I think that this car just feels bigger and more substantial going down the road. And it's got the latest suite of all the Nissan stuff. Adaptive cruise control is cool. And I like that it's got like all the safety gubbins, like you said, like blind spot monitoring. It's got a heads up display, this one. The big deal with this car, this is the big monster battery in the new one. Do you feel less range anxiety?
Significantly, yeah.
And that can kind of be safety. Plus it has climate control batteries, so it's less likely to degrade kind of in the long term.
Yeah, but as far as safety goes, it's a modern vehicle. It is very safe. It has all of the things that you would want. And you're right, it does feel substantially safer than the old one.
It just feels bigger.
Yeah. Final category is vibes. The vibes on this car were kind of hard to figure out. The vibes are just kind of boring, but dependable. Gets you around town. It scoots, it boots, it utes. Aurora is an EV, and I am not of the opinion that EVs are not fun to drive, because they can be, and this one actually drives surprisingly like an internal combustion engine vehicle. But it's gonna do the frickin' sun to me again. Someone in the sky has a vendetta against me, I believe, so I guess we'll wait until that's not in my face. So, all in all, the vibes are overall not too terribly intriguing, but classy. I mean, the style, they killed it on the style. The exterior is a little eggy, but yeah, if Aurora were a person, she would be the kind of person I'd reach out to go grocery shopping with, to run to the bank, to go to the post office. She is an errands running friend. I don't think I'd be calling her to be like, go clubbing or go on a long road trip. Fully updated, fully functioning, fully beautiful, but just a little boring, as I think a lot of EVs are. It's just a good commuter car. And speaking of commuting, my commute typically, and I don't drive the same mileage every single week, but roughly it's like 350 miles when I go to Boulder and back 4 out of 5 days a week. This is the final category, by the way. This is that range. It depends on the trim that you get, of course, but there is so much less range anxiety in a brand new EV because the battery is honky tonker. Wow. The S Plus trim allows you 303 miles, up to 303 miles. The SV Plus trim can give you up to 288 miles. The Platinum trim is about 259 miles. Any one of those trims is still better than the base model Nissan Leaf. I did not experience any range anxiety driving this back and forth. It's at 53% right now, and there's still 164 miles of range left. And in the Leaf that I normally drive, that would be a full charge. 164 miles would be 100% charge. So big ups, big improvements on that. So thank you for joining me on this very first EV Mary Drives. It was uneventful. Not a lot went down. It was a nice break from driving the hoopties. I'll tell you that much. So thank you for joining me on yet another jaunty journey. May you be silly and drive. Bye.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, little savory tree green experts. First, fully electrical vehicle. Wait, Mary is struggling. Disgusting.
Oh yeah. So we're crashing the car. I literally haven't seen this fly once. Is this real or is this like a figment of your imagination?
Real.